Welcome back to Out of the Rough. I'm Fred Arnold, and in our segment, it's our nonprofit segment, and on this one we have Sharon Krahl. Sharon Krahl is the principal of OLPH Catholic School. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Sharon, tell us about OLPH 50th anniversary.
It's a big year for us. We're a Catholic school located here in the Santa Clarita Valley. We have about 270 students. We have great teachers, all of whom are credentialed. Many have master's degrees. We offer a great academic program, and we can couple that with the religious program too.
And some people know about the church there on Lyons Avenue. It's been there for as long as I've lived here, which is my whole life. But also, they don't know about how great the school is. I mean, your test scores are fantastic. Tell us about the test scores of your students.
Great. Our kids take the Iowa Test of Basic Skills every fall, and we test above average across the board every single year. And we're proud of our test scores.
And the kids always seem to be reading or arithmetic one grade above where they're at in many cases.
Almost always. And when it gets up to the upper grades, we actually show the longer you've been at the school, the higher the test scores actually are. So our 8th graders, I think last year, were in the scoring at around the 12th grade level in English.
That's because of dedicated teachers and parents.
Parents
being involved.
Right, being involved and making sure that education is a priority for their children.
Via STAR program.
Very exciting. Last year, our 7th grade class competed in the Via STAR program, which is a program, it's an academic program out here in this valley. And they competed only against high school students. There were no other middle school students involved. And we won the top honors. We have a trophy that's over 5 feet tall in our office. And
that you're proud of. And one last thing I want to talk about when it comes to the quality of the school, of course, on the academic side, is the competition in academic decathlons.
Right. We also have a group of our 6th, 7th, and 8th graders that compete every year in the academic decathlon. It's an event sponsored by the Los Angeles Archdiocese. It's held downtown every March, and our kids perform very well at it traditionally. Last year was no different. We had many that placed in the top 10, and they were competing with students at over 100 different Catholic schools.
Yeah, and it's a choice. It's a choice to go to a private school, and certainly dedication is what it's all about. I want to now jump into people that need service hours or students that need service hours, or some of the services you provide to the community. Let's talk about services that you provide or opportunities for young men and women to get involved and serve their community.
Great. We do require service hours for our middle school students, but that's not exactly why we offer what we do. We do believe, we have the theory that everyone needs to be able to give back to their community or give back to people in general, that everybody has more needs than what you do. And you know, just getting the kids to think of themselves not necessarily as the center of their universe, and to look at other people and the needs of others, and to put those people's needs first. And so we participate in many. One that we did last year, and the kids really did enjoy it, was Smile Train. And that's where we help kids with cleft palates or cleft lip. And $250 will furnish a surgery that will help that child live a normal life. And we brought people in from Henry Mayo Hospital to talk about it. They had done some surgeries with Doctors Without Borders, that type of thing, and went to other countries. And they brought pictures to our children to let them see these are real kids. And they showed them some of the conditions that they were living in and what a cleft palate and a cleft lip means to that child. Some of them, many of us learned that they actually don't survive because they have trouble receiving the nutrition because of the deformity. And so I think we raised enough for probably 2 or 3, if I remember, kids to have surgery.
And that's kids making a big difference.
And what we really also ask is, don't ask your mom and dad to bring in $1. We don't want them to do that at all, because kids don't understand that piece of it. What we really wanted them to do is, you need to do an extra chore around the house and make that agreement with your parents. If I do this, could I get 50 cents to bring in, or could I get an extra $1 on my allowance because I really want to bring it in? But we really didn't want the kids just asking their parents or grandparents for money. That really wasn't what it was about.
Yeah, and then you did some work with the tsunami relief program, the tornadoes that we had in the Midwest.
We did a collection of also money again for the tsunami victims in Japan, and we had a parent who had a connection with a lady in Japan, and that she could translate some letters for us. So our kids wrote letters and She had them all translated and collected some money, and we received back last year an entire little photo album of pictures and letters from some kids in Japan, and we saw what their school looked like, and our kids all got a chance to see that. It was completely in ruins, and it showed how they used the money that our kids sent, and it had a newspaper clipping from Japan. It was really interesting.
Talking about making a difference in one's life, I have 4 children, and teaching them young, when they're youthful, the principles of charity is really very important. You need to do so many other things. Those that would like to contact the school, either to volunteer time or resources, or be involved in the school, send their child to school, how can they reach OLPH School?
The best way to do it is by phone. Our phone number is 661-259-1141.
One more time?
661-259-1141. And just talk to the secretary. You can ask for myself. We're happy to help you, give you a tour of the school, show you around.
Well, thank you for all you do.
Thanks.
I've known you for over a decade as our children have grown up, and you've been dedicated to the cause of private schools, and I really appreciate all you do and all the school does, along with all the charities in the Santa Clarita Valley, so thank you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sharon Krahl, principal of OLPH Catholic School. Well, I hope you enjoyed this segment of Out of the Rough. If you'd like to watch this online, go to scvtv.com or fredarnold.com. If you have some questions for me, please feel free to email me, fred@fredarnold.com. Until we talk again, make it a great day, and I hope this information gets you out of the rough.